Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very first guest of today is this incredible singer and songwriter known by the name of Blair Woods. So I'm about to add Blair into the live now and I have a chat with Blair about her incredible music. So yeah, let's add Blair in and have a chat with Blair.
Awesome. Okay.
Hi Blair, how's it going?
Hello. It's going good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. I just want to say first up, thank you so much for taking the time to join my show. It's such a pleasure having you on, Blair.
Thank you.
So to people that don't know who you are, Blair, if you can give like a bit of backstory about who you are and what you do, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Absolutely. So I'm Blair Woods. Hi, I'm a singer-songwriter and actress, and right now primarily just a singer-songwriter. And that's about all I do.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the very first question now. So for my very first question, so you have created numerous of incredible songs. So with my very first question, you've created a song called Never Enough. What was it like creating this song, and like what's the whole meaning behind Never Enough?
So Never Enough was my first song that I ever released as Blair, and really it was just a fun like summer romance song. Like whenever you find like that person that you just really enjoy your time with, and that's kind of what that was.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you have also created a song called In the Morning. What was it like creating this song, and what's the whole meaning behind this song?
So In the Morning, I made with my friend Anxiety. Love him. And so basically I wrote a really depressing, sad song about my actual anxiety. And I was like, this is too sad. Like, this is not what I want to put out. And so I was like, how can I make this like more pop? And I was like, oh my God, I have a friend who goes by Anxiety. Like, I can use that. And so I talked to him. I was like, do you want to be on a song? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. We're going to sexualize it a little and it's going to be fun, but it's okay. And he was like, all right, cool. I'm down. But that's kind of how it came to be. 'Cause it is, I mean, it's got a lot of like sexual undertones, but the song itself was about like my anxiety and just like how crippling it can be sometimes whenever you're alone with your thoughts.
So on to my very next question. So you have also created a song called You. What was it like creating this song, and like what's the whole meaning behind You?
You is also one of my I stream too, and it's one of my fans' favorites on stream, I've noticed. Hi everybody in the comments, I see you. I created that one in a space, like a headspace of missing someone and reminiscing on something that used to be that is no longer. And that's kind of where that came from.
So on to my very next question. So you have also created a song called Champagne, which was incredible, by the way.
Thank you.
What was it? You're very welcome. What was it like creating this song, and what's the whole meaning behind Champagne?
Champagne, I think, was actually the third song that Nick and I ever created, and it was mainly just like a boppy tune. I think it was around the same time that Thank You Next came out, and I was like, I want to create something like that, but I'm not really like I wasn't really in the headspace to create it. So Nick and I really like worked together on that one to like write the lyrics and stuff. And I just remember like the one lyric that stands out to me because it makes me laugh, because I was like, we were trying to like find filler lyrics, and I was like, what about hop in a Rari so we can flex? And he was like, do you have a Rari? And I was like, I'm sure I could get one if I needed to. But I just remember that one because that was like the one line that I was like, what about if we did this instead? And he was like, I mean, sure, if you can find a Rari. But it just was like a really cute boppy song. You know, it's a very like Seven Rings-esque song, and that's pretty much all that Champagne was about.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you have also created a song called No Question. What was it like creating No Question, and what's the whole meaning behind this song?
No Question is my favorite song that I've ever done that's out. It will definitely make you cry if you're in your feels or if you're in your car alone. That's my favorite thing to say, is that it's a good car cry song. And I really like No Question because that song was an accident. It wasn't supposed to happen. I was on a flight out to my producer Nick, and we were going to write some songs. And the person that I was trying to get back together with decided, actually, I never loved you. I don't love you. And I was like, ow, my heart, everything in it. And then I just wrote No Question because I was like, well, I guess there's that, because I was in that mindset. So I wrote that on the plane ride over, and we ended up recording that one instead of something else that we were supposed to record.
Awesome. So on to the very next question. So you've also created a song called I Don't Care. What was it like creating this song, and what's the whole meaning behind I Don't Care?
I Don't Care is super fun. I Don't Care was like I feel like No Question was kind of the last chance for that relationship. I Don't Care came after I Don't Care came after that, and it was kind of more or less just I don't care. I'm glad to be in your company, even if we're not together in that way. Like, whatever. Let's just have fun and enjoy the moment, kind of. And it's kind of a mixture of two different experiences for me. The chorus itself, the meaning behind it is that, and then the verses are actually from another relationship, because it kind of made more sense to me at the time to mash the two together. And it was just kind of one of the songs that we wrote in accordance with No Question. And it was just one of those like follow-up, like acceptance songs, I guess.
So on to the very next question. So you've also created a song called Next Chapter, Please. What was it like creating this song, and like what's the whole meaning behind this song?
So Next Chapter Please is actually a full EP. And it's basically the order of how the songs were supposed to go. So we did a cute little intro that kind of foreshadows like the relationship story of Next Chapter Please, and then we go into Never Enough, which starts out the love story. Then we go into You, which is reminiscing said love story. Then we go into No Question, which is kind of like that moment where you're like sad about it. And then we go into I Don't Care, finishing it off with that like kind of whatever acceptance, like as long as I'm with you, I'm like content.
So on to the very next question. So you have created such an incredible song called White Wings. What was it like creating White Wings, and yeah, what's the whole meaning behind Wings?
White Wings came, I think we recorded White Wings the same time we recorded No Question too. White Wings was one of those songs that I just created at first for just and I guess in simple words, in layman's terms, it's just a song about fake friends, really, really fake friends. And it's one of those like empowering moments where, as a young woman or even a young man, like you're coming into yourself and you're realizing like not everybody is there to help you, and not everybody wants to see you succeed. Some people want to sabotage it. Some people want to see you fail. And some people want to step all over you, which is what the step on my dress line comes from. And so it was essentially a song where I was just like, I had had enough of fake friends. You deal with it all the time. As you grow, I feel like as you have more success, people like to try to come in there and like mess it up. So it was definitely one of those moments where I was like, I've had enough. Like, you can stand back there in my shadow. You can enjoy the view, but you cannot mess this up for me. I will not let you mess this up for me. You cannot have my spotlight.
So on to the very next question. So who inspired you as a person to get into singing in the first place?
In the very first place, I think I've been singing since I was like able to talk. I would always sing like Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera. And my grandfather actually sang and songwrote, and he played guitar a lot. So I was around music from a young age. And I know that whenever I was like in elementary school to middle school, I really loved Hannah Montana. And I think that was like a defining moment for me, being like, man, I want to be on stage. I want to do that. So probably a mixture of all of that. And yeah.
Awesome. So what does music mean to you? Like, for my very next question, what does music mean to you? Like, especially as an artist.
I think music is a wonderful way to express things that are hard to say in person, or that you can't say to people. And I think it's also a great way just to bring people together that have similar experiences, that may be hurting or healing. And I think music in general is just one of the universal languages that kind of helps like us as a race come together.
So I'll play your next question. So if you could work with any top three music artists in the industry, who would they be and why?
Ooh. Ariana Grande for sure. Everyone knows that about me. I love that girl with everything. I go through phases where I'm like kind of like I've heard her music way too much and I like stop listening to it, but I love her. I love her technique. I think she's a phenomenal singer-songwriter, and I love her team, so I would love to work with her. Probably Sabrina Carpenter. I've been on a Sabrina Carpenter kick lately. I love her. She's got such a unique voice, so pretty. And probably if I had to choose like someone like a legend, probably Mariah Carey.
Yes, good picks. I love them. So
Yeah.
on to the very next question. So what have you learned about yourself, like as a person, like especially during COVID?
Ooh. That I definitely don't let anything stay in my way, for sure. So, yeah.
So on to the very next question for you. So what are like the struggles into like the whole music industry, and how do you like get through those like negative moments in like as a person?
It's still really hard. I'm really new to the whole thing. So, I mean, I've been doing it for a few years now, but definitely I've seen as I grow, negative comments grow with you, as do the positive ones. And I think that sometimes it's really hard because some people just come on with the intention to troll and to be mean, and that's all they know. And it's like a reflection of what they're feeling inside. And you have to try to remember not to take it to heart, because you don't even know that person and they don't know you. But it's very hard because you can go through and you can have so many comments saying how much people appreciate you and appreciate your talent, and then you can have that one comment that someone's just like so rude, and you're just like, great, I needed that today. I needed to be punched in the gut today. So it's really hard sometimes to ignore them, but I think it is important to remember at the end of the day, like why you are doing what you're doing, and to remember the people that do love and support you, why they're there, and also to remember that the people who say negative things just have other negative things going on in their life, and they have, nothing else better to do than to do that. So you have to kind of take it at like face value.
So on to the very last question. So what's like next for you, like for the rest of 2021, like music wise, that you would like to announce?
So we have some really cool projects that I've been working on. We are trying to finish up and like make some more songs happen, like come to life for potentially an album. That's my goal. As an independent artist, I love being independent because I can just outright say that. I don't have to be secretive about it. Like, I am trying to put out an album, which would be really cool. We have some really cool music videos that we've shot. I plan to shoot a couple more for it. And just in general, the songs and the styles are definitely different from what I've put out before, and I'm proud of that because they sound so much better in my opinion. I think we finally have found my sweet spot for my voice. White Wings was actually kind of like the last project before all of this. So we have songs we've been sitting on, but I don't know that they're ever going to really see the light of day because I don't know that I necessarily like them or that they're my sound. But I definitely am excited to put out the stuff that we've been working on.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much, Blair, for taking the time to join my show. It's been such a pleasure having you on, Blair. Do you have like any last final thoughts that you like to say to people on the show?
Go stream White Wings. It's on Spotify and Apple Music, guys.
I see you looking at me like you do, like there's nobody else in the room. Damn, the smile looks so good on you, and I would too. I know it's raining, but I'm in the mood. Meet you in the alley, I'm making the move. Soaking wet and you know just what to do. We're dripping in diamonds, you've got me caught up. I need to get physical, craving your touch, and I'm so addicted, I'm high on your love. You got me begging, it's never enough. Hitting all my basics, hands on all the right places. Got me switching out spaces. Baby, you're so amazing. You look like an ocean and I feel you coming in waves, making me crazy. Yeah. Baby, you're so amazing. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. Baby, you're so amazing. You're so amazing. You're so amazing. Baby, you're so amazing. I feel you touching on me like you do, driving me home as the rain hits the roof. I think I'm ready to try something new, so now's your cue.